7 celebrities who survived murder attempts. 1. Gordon Ramsay versus Costa Rican poachers. The famous chef went to Costa Rica to film a program. He was doing a feature on shark finning. This illegal practice is quite lucrative. It's often controlled by drug traffickers. Ramsay located a base of operations for one of the gangs. He sneaked under the barbed wire and found thousands of shark fins. When he got back downstairs, he was doused with gasoline. He and his crew managed to escape. A few days later, they were rounded up by rifle-toting men.
A van pulled up, and these seedy characters made us stand against the wall. The police came and advised us to leave the country. They said, if you set 1 foot in there, they'll shoot you.
The crew left. 2. 50 Cent versus gangsters. Curtis James Jackson III, aka 50 Cent, grew up in South Jamaica, Queens. He wasn't exactly a law-abiding kid. Then he wrote a song about a local drug dealer. The dealer sent a man to kill 50. He was shot 9 times, but pulled through.
It doesn't hurt as much as people imagine it hurts because of the adrenaline, but it hurts after.
3. Jackie Chan versus the Triads. The Triads ruled Hong Kong for years. That meant that any rich person had to pay them. Every movie paycheck was taxed by the Triads. Chan decided he didn't want to do it. This led to an all-out street war. Chan escaped to the US, but then he came back.
The moment after I got off the plane, bullets were fired at me. I had to carry guns with me every day. When I went to a restaurant, I was surrounded by 24 Triad members, armed with large knives. I showed them my gun and had 2 more hidden inside my jacket. I told them that I wasn't going to take it anymore.
4. Mick Jagger versus Hell's Angels. The Rolling Stones' Altamont concert is infamous. Hell's Angels were hired to provide security. As a result, they stabbed an audience member to death. Jagger publicly criticized the biker gang, so they hatched a plan to murder him. They coordinated a siege on his Long Island house from the sea. However, the boat the Hells Angels chartered capsized in a storm. The bikers never tried again. 5. Paul Pierce versus hoodlums. In 2000, the Boston Celtics player was attacked in a bar. He chatted up a woman. A group of men, apparently led by her relative, stabbed Pierce. The athlete was stabbed in the face, neck, and back. He suffered a collapsed lung. After recovery, Pierce went on to play all 82 games that year. 6. Bob Marley versus political thugs. Jamaica, in the late 1970s, was a gangland war zone. Marley stepped on some toes. He refused to support a gang-backed political candidate. On December 3, 1976, 7 gunmen burst into his house. Marley's band was rehearsing "I Shot the Sheriff." The gunmen opened fire, hitting Marley in the chest and upper arm. Marley's wife Rita was hit in the back of the head. Her thick dreadlocks kept her alive. The men were later tried and executed. 7. Polly Perrette versus a psychotic bum. In 2015, the NCIS star was attacked in her street. According to her statement,
I was jumped by a very psychotic homeless man. He grabbed me so forcefully, pinned my arm and punched me in the nose and forehead. He kept repeatedly telling me he was going to kill me. Then he showed me how he was going to kill me.
Merck was arrested but found incompetent to stand trial. He was released from a psychiatric institution in 2018. 7 months later, he stabbed and wounded LAPD officer Ralph Sanchez. The officer was keeping an eye on Perrette